Imagine ancient Egypt, a land where the sun rises over golden sands and the mighty Nile carves a path through the heart of civilization. Here, every day began with a world awash in color, each hue shimmering beneath the desert sky. In this world, color was more than mere decoration. It was a language, a code woven into the very fabric of life. The walls of temples and tombs spoke in brilliant shades, telling stories and conveying secrets that words alone could never express. Along the banks of the Nile, every hue held deep meaning: green for the renewal of life and the promise of crops, red for the fierce power of the sun and the energy of chaos, white for purity, sacredness, and the brilliance of the desert, and black for the fertile soil and the mysterious underworld. These colors shaped not only their art but also their religion, their rituals, and the rhythms of daily life. Every object, every mural, every piece of jewelry was chosen with intention, each color a thread in the tapestry of their beliefs. Painting a tomb was never just about beauty, it was an act of magic, a spell cast to protect the soul and guide it safely into the afterlife. The colors themselves were believed to hold power, ensuring the deceased's journey beyond death. Their pigments came from the earth itself, malachite for green, ground and mixed with care to capture the essence of growing things. Ochre provided the reds and yellows, echoing the sun and the desert, while charcoal brought forth the deep, eternal black of the night and the underworld. Each color was both a physical substance and a spiritual force. But among all these, blue stood apart, mysterious, rare and deeply coveted. Blue was the color of the endless sky, the life-giving Nile and the realm of the gods. It symbolized creation, infinity, and the divine, a bridge between the earthly and the celestial. To possess blue was to hold a fragment of the heavens, a piece of eternity itself. It was a color reserved for the sacred, the powerful, and the chosen. Yet blue was incredibly rare. The precious stone lapis lazuli had to be imported from distant lands, carried across deserts and mountains, making it more valuable than gold. Only the wealthiest, kings, queens, and high priests could afford to adorn themselves and their temples with this celestial color. But the Egyptians were not content to rely on fortune or foreign trade. They were innovators, chemists, engineers, and artists all at once, always seeking new ways to capture the world's wonders. They asked themselves, what if we could make our own sky? What if we could create blue, not just find it? This question sparked a journey of discovery, a quest that would span generations and change the course of art and science forever. Driven by curiosity and devotion, they experimented with minerals, fire, and alchemy, seeking to bring the sacred blue within reach of their own hands. Their quest led to the invention of Egyptian blue, the world's first synthetic pigment, a triumph that would echo through history. The story of Egyptian blue begins with this longing for the divine, this desire to capture the color of the cosmos and make it their own. It's a tale of ambition, ingenuity, and the eternal human desire to hold a piece of the universe in our hands, to paint our dreams across the canvas of time. And it all started on the banks of the Nile, where the world's first artists gazed at the sky and dreamed in color. The Egyptians' quest for blue led to a world-changing breakthrough: Egyptian blue, the first synthetic pigment ever created by human hands. This was not just a color but a revolution in art and technology. Blue was rare in the natural world, especially in the harsh Egyptian landscape. The Egyptians couldn't find enough blue in nature, so they decided to invent it themselves, driven by a desire to capture the color of the sky and the sacred Nile. Egyptian blue is calcium copper silicate, a man-made crystal engineered with remarkable precision for its time. Under the microscope, its structure reveals the ingenuity of its creators. The recipe was deceptively simple: sand for silica, limestone for calcium, and copper minerals or even bronze shavings, all common materials in ancient Egypt. All these ingredients were abundant in Egypt, making the pigment accessible to those who knew the secret. The real challenge was the process: mixing the right amounts and firing them at a precise temperature of 800 to 900 degrees Celsius. This required not only resources but also skill and patience. If the kiln was too cool, the reaction wouldn't happen. If it was too hot, the color would be ruined, turning dull or blackened. Through countless experiments and generations of trial and error, Egyptian artisans mastered this delicate balance, passing their knowledge down through the ages. The result was astonishing: a vibrant, durable blue pigment that could be produced in large quantities, transforming the visual culture of Egypt. No longer reserved for the elite or the gods, blue became accessible to all. Everyday objects, pottery, and household items could now be painted with this brilliant hue. Temples, tombs, statues, and even the walls of ordinary homes could now be adorned with the color of the sky, bringing a sense of the divine into daily life. Egyptian blue democratized the divine, allowing everyone to experience a touch of the heavens. It was a triumph of human ingenuity. Art, science, and spirituality fused in a single pigment, a testament to the creativity and determination of the ancient Egyptians. With Egyptian blue, the people of the Nile had truly brought the heavens down to earth, forever changing the way color was used and understood. Their invention would echo across the ancient world, spreading along trade routes and inspiring other cultures to seek their own synthetic colors. The age of synthetic color had begun, and with it, a new chapter in the story of human creativity. Step into an ancient Egyptian workshop, an environment alive with the crackle of fire, the scent of minerals, and the focused energy of artisans at work. Here, the secrets of color and chemistry were guarded and passed down through generations. This was a place where fire, sand, and chemistry met in a delicate dance, each element playing a vital role in a process that bordered on the magical. The recipe began with pure desert sand, rich in silica, gathered from the endless Egyptian dunes. This sand formed the essential backbone of the pigment. Next came copper, sourced from vibrant green malachite, deep blue azurite, or even recycled bronze scraps. Copper was the secret to the pigment's mesmerizing blue hue. Limestone, abundant along the Nile, provided calcium. It acted as a stabilizer, ensuring the mixture would react just right under intense heat. Each ingredient had a purpose: sand as the base, copper for color, limestone to control the reaction. The proportions had to be precise, and the order of mixing was crucial. The artisans mixed these ingredients with care, then fired them in kilns at temperatures reaching 850 degrees Celsius. They watched the flames and controlled the oxygen, knowing that even a small mistake could ruin the batch. Too little or too much of any element, and the blue would fail, turning gray, green, or crumbling to dust. Success required patience, intuition, and experience. After hours in the kiln, a glassy blue slab finally emerged, shimmering with the promise of color. This was the heart of Egyptian blue. The slab was then carefully crushed into a fine, vibrant powder, Egyptian blue, ready to be transformed into paint or inlay. The process was part science, part art, and required deep knowledge of materials, as well as a sense of wonder for the transformation taking place. The result? A pigment stable, brilliant, and ready to paint the world. It was more than just a color, it was a symbol of eternity and the divine. Egyptian blue was born from earth and fire, a cosmic recipe realized by human hands, connecting the terrestrial with the celestial. It was the color of the heavens, made tangible, a piece of the sky captured forever in art and architecture. The workshop was a place of transformation, where the sky itself was created, and where the boundaries between science, art, and spirituality blurred. And the secret of this blue would shape civilizations, leaving a legacy that endures in museums and monuments to this day. With their new blue, Egyptians transformed their world. Tomb ceilings became starry skies, guiding souls to eternity. Temple walls depicted gods with blue skin or crowns marking their divinity. The color set gods apart from mortals, filling worshippers with awe. Egyptian blue adorned statues, sarcophagi, and royal masks, like Tutankhamun's. Amulets and beads carried its power into daily life. Even household items bore this sacred hue. Blue was everywhere, a symbol of life, creation, and the divine. It wasn't just for royalty, it became part of everyday culture. Egyptian blue was a constant reminder of cosmic order, a splash of the heavens in the heart of the desert. For 3 millennia, Egyptian blue's recipe was a closely guarded secret. The Greeks and Romans adopted it, calling it ceruleum. The pigment spread across the ancient world, connecting cultures. But as empires fell, the knowledge faded. Workshops closed, the process was forgotten. For over 1,000 years, no one knew how to make this blue. Artists turned to lapis lazuli and other pigments, but none matched Egyptian blue. The color became a mystery, locked in ancient artifacts. In the 1800s, archaeologists rediscovered traces of it in Egypt and Pompeii. Scientists began to analyze and reverse engineer the pigment. The quest to unlock its secrets had begun anew. Egyptian blue was ready for a second life. Rediscovering Egyptian blue was a scientific detective story. The breakthrough came with a pot of raw pigment found in Pompeii. Chemists identified its components: silicon, copper, calcium. But recreating it was tough. Knowing the ingredients wasn't enough. Decades of trial and error followed, as scientists struggled to match the ancient process. The key was precise temperature and kiln atmosphere. By the early 1900s, the code was cracked. Modern science had unraveled the ancient recipe. This rediscovery revealed the Egyptians' mastery of chemistry. Even with today's technology, replicating their blue was a challenge. It fostered new respect for ancient innovation. Egyptian blue's story became a bridge between past and present. The pigment secrets were finally revealed. Egyptian blue had one more secret: luminescence. In the 21st century, scientists discovered it glows in the near-infrared when exposed to red light. This invisible glow is incredibly strong thanks to its unique crystal structure. The Egyptians never knew, but today, this property is revolutionary. Infrared cameras can now detect even the faintest traces of blue on ancient artifacts. Lost details and patterns reappear, revealing how extensively the pigment was used. It's like seeing the past with magic glasses. This discovery has transformed archaeology and art restoration. Egyptian blue's hidden light is a gift from antiquity. It shows how ancient technology can inspire modern breakthroughs. The pigment's accidental luminescence opens new scientific frontiers. The pharaoh's blue is shining brighter than ever. The past illuminates the future. Egyptian blue's story continues in modern science. Its infrared glow is perfect for medical imaging. Near-infrared light passes through human tissue. Scientists are developing Egyptian blue nanoparticles as biological markers. These could help doctors track cells, blood flow, or tumors deep inside the body. The pigment's stability also makes it ideal for security inks, marks invisible to the eye but glowing under infrared. It could help fight counterfeiting and secure valuable goods. Researchers are exploring uses in telecommunications and advanced materials. What began as a quest for divine color now powers cutting-edge technology. Egyptian blue bridges ancient magic and modern science. Its journey is far from over. Egyptian blue is a story of curiosity, invention, and wonder. The Egyptians captured the sky in pigment, blending art and science. Their blue reveals spiritual beliefs and technical genius. Its rediscovery was a triumph of modern science. Its hidden glow inspires new technology and research. Egyptian blue connects ancient artisans to today's scientists. It's a symbol of humanity's quest to understand and create. The pigment's legacy is written in starlight and sand. The sky was never the limit, it was just the beginning. Egyptian blue continues to illuminate our world.